Hello and welcome to The Play's the Thing. My name's Matt. Today I'm going to do a solo playthrough of Revive, which is a Euro game, actually one of my favourite Euro games, I think. I love it. And I'm going to teach it to you as I play through it. So without further ado, let's go and play Revive. One thing I need to explain beforehand is there is no AI in this solo mode. We have 20 turns, and those turns pass when you play a card into a slot, or you hibernate, which is at the end of your turn. And if you hibernate, this moves 2, and if you play a card, it moves 1. And there are 20 times, so when it goes off the end here, that is the end of the game. You can still play actions after that, but you can't play any cards or hibernate. So let's play. We are playing with the tribe the Vacantor, and their tribe ability is when we play a tribe action, which is this star. We get to take one of these and put them on our board, and we can move our falcon, which is here. I'll put our falcon like that. And the falcon can move 3 times the number of symbols we have revealed. And the falcon, basically, if it moves, we take it as the place where we can explore or build or populate from, which I will explain. And then this grows and grows and grows as we do this action. So it's just a good way of getting around the board for this tribe. Also, if we populate with the first time and put our little meeple down, we get 1 discount on all actions adjacent to the falcon as well. So it makes things cheaper. Our end of game scorecard is the number of tribe actions that we've played. So we want to do tribe actions if we can. The number of modules we've played into our slots, so that's per 2 module. And also the number of crystals we have built next to. And you can see these crystals at the side of the game board. That's what that refers to. And also there are a couple of crystal mines, I think they're called, which if we build by those as well, we'll score points. And yeah, so let's get on with it. We start off with 1 crystal. Crystals are wild. And yeah, so what are we going to do? We could move the falcon, and I think definitely this large tile and maybe this large tile, because these have 1 point at the end of the game for each module you have, and this is 3 points for each crystal you built by. So those 2 might be good. These 2 are just, this means moving up on the track, so it's wherever we've got to on our 3 tracks, which I will show you. So I could immediately play a falcon, play the tribe move. So this is 1 action. I played that card into that slot, so that means that moves up 1. We have played our falcon, our tribe action. So we take one of these off, and this goes here. And as you can see, we now have purple numbers are scoring at the end of the game. Blue are for during the game. So we now have scored 1 point. Woohoo! And now we can move our falcon. So what do we want to do? I think we might move over here first, because to explore this tile, we need to pay 3 food, and that's what we get for doing that. And that is one of the cheaper ones. If I want to go this way, this is 2 food and 2 books, 2 food and 2 books, 5 food. So if I move this, I can move it up to 3. So I can go 1, 2. And now we don't have to pay as much for the range because now this is in range 0, whereas before it was range 2, which means we have to pay an extra 2 food, 1, 2, and 3 food. So we've done that. So that's the end of that action. Well, I think we'll play this card as well, because then we can do this. So we play this up here, and that gives us 1 move there and 2 food. And then we can do the explore action on this tile where our falcon is right next to it, so we don't have to pay any extra food for range. So we just pay 3 food. Now we can convert this crystal into food. So there's the 1, 2, 3 food. Because of that, we get 2 points. 1, 2. The blue points are you get straight away, and this plus sign on a card means we get to take one of these cards into our hand. So what do we want to do? There's a lot of converting things into other things, which aren't that useful at the moment. I'm looking at these two because these mean that when we play them into a slot, we can play another card into that slot as well on another turn. Which card? This is quite useful though. Oh, I'm sorry, we should turn this over as well. So we will do that. Which way should we do it? We'll do it that way. I think we will take this yellow card because it gives us a crystal and food. Wild is good. So you can see now we've opened this up. Now we can build on sand, or we can... Do you know what I might do actually? It's just change my mind and flip this around. Because I think what I'm going to do is play this card in this slot. Yeah, I'm going to play this card in this slot and get 2 books. That moves up 1. Oops. And then I am going to populate this city space. And so I take the first meeple at the bottom of the tree. I can only take this one. And this costs 2 books, which I now have. And then I can populate there. And now I get 1 discount on actions adjacent to the falcon, which is good. I do have my switch as well. So I think I will use my switch to use this card, which then gets discarded. So I get a book and a crystal. That gets replaced. I can't use my energy yet, which you use on these things, because I haven't moved any of these tracks up. But I think that's all I can do with what I have. I have 2 books, but I need 3 books to open those. So I think we will hibernate. So it goes 1, 2, up the track. And then when we hibernate, we get the cards from the hibernation space, which we put there earlier on. These come into our hand. We keep this card in our hand. These cards go into my hibernation space. We would get any energy that we have used, but we haven't used any. The switch goes back up and we move up 1 on the hibernation track, which means we get one of these to put in a slot. Now next I want to build. So I think I'm going to take this, and we do have 2 grey cards. So I'm going to put this here. This symbol means I get this immediately that I put it in. So I get 2 cogs. And then in the solo mode, at the end of hibernation, we can exchange cards. We can take cards out and replace them. So I think I'm going to take that one out, and maybe that one, and get 2 new ones. We can do the same with all these. Oh, should have replaced that. So I think we're going to take this one out because there's another one of the same, and that one. And we will replace them. Okay. So now we start again. After the hibernation. Now I want to get cogs because I want to build a house, hopefully here. And I can't activate my falcon yet this turn because I don't have any of the tribe symbols, tribe activations. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to play this here. And now, because this is a grey card and this module is grey, we get all those things. So we get 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I am going to build a building, but I think I'm only going to build a 3 because 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to build it here. So I'm going to spend this crystal as though it were food because there's 1 space there. I'm going to put it there. When buildings go down, any forest spaces around activate, and this one has a green symbol on it, which means the green track moves up 1. If it was a large building, the green track would move up 2, but it only moves up 1. And we take this because the marker has met it and put it there. And that is building. Now you can see this has been revealed. So this means we can use 1 energy. And this means we take one of these cards out, any that we want, and put it into hibernation. So it opens up it again. I think I'm going to play this yellow card. I know I'm playing a lot of cards. I feel under pressure because I'm recording. So I get 1 food and 1 crystal. And I think I'm going to build again, but this time I'm going to build here. So to build there with a small building, again, it's 1 space to that space. So I will spend 1 food, and then I'm going to build a small building, so that's 3 cogs. And I put it here. And then what happens with these lakes is that when you build by them the first time, you get what is there. So this is one of the modules I'm allowed to take. Now I've got a yellow and a grey card. I think I want some books or food. Do I need more cogs? Well, I've got green cards that are my tribe ability. So I think I will take one of these and put it down there and get a book, because that activates. I quite often forget about my switch. I'm going to use the switch and use this card. Oops, didn't replace that. So I get a book and a crystal. This is quite a useful ability with this one. When we open this up, when we do the tribe ability, whatever terrain the falcon ends on, we get 3 resources of that type. We're already getting the discount, so I think it would be a good idea to open this up. Now, because the falcon's next to this city, we will get 1 discount on this city. So I think we will do that. We will spend 2 books to use this to populate this city. I should say, when we take meeples off here to play, we also get victory points for the end of the game. So that costs 2, which is good. So as you can see, this sort of second turn between hibernations is going on quite a lot longer. I think I'm going to play this, use this energy to take this card out. This card goes into my hibernation slot. And I'm going to play this card here, which moves this up 1. So I will get 3 cogs and 1 book. And I've still got 2 crystals as well. Oh, I wish I could move my falcon, but I can't. I think I might just move this, use this card here. So I get a book, and I get to move up my yellow marker 1. So that takes that. Now this has an energy symbol there, so I get a new energy, which goes in the center, so I can now use that. This takes 1 range off, so I don't have to pay as much food, and I'm using range. I'm going to move my falcon a lot next time. I really want to open this up, but I don't have the food. So I think that is everything I can do. I'm going to move these somewhere else. Yeah, so I'm going to hibernate. So I take cards in the hibernation slot, and they come back into my hand to play. These cards go into hibernation. Energy comes back, and that moves back up. We move back up here. I think because of this end of game scoring, you can take anything below your marker on the hibernation track. So I think I'm going to take another one of the modules to go in a slot. And what do I want? I've got a lot of books, food, but I'm going to use one of these. So maybe I'll take books. Yeah, I'll take this book, put it here, so I get another book. Oop, I'll use that one. I want to move my falcon. So I'm going to put that there. So this corresponds green, so I get another book. I use my tribe power. And now my falcon can move 6. And wherever it lands, I will get 3. I really want it to land on this terrain, which I'll just have a look. I want food, so I'm going to move. So I can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move 4, and because I've landed on that, I get 3 food. And with that, I'm going to explore here. I don't have to pay any food because I have a house next to it. So I pay 3 food, I get 2 points, and I get to take a card. And I think I will take this card. Because it's got a slot. So this flips over. And I will put this here. When these are revealed, if any of these spaces are next to a building, you get that automatically. So I get another grey move. This one is grey and yellow. So yellow has to get to 7 before this will open up. I think this power is quite good. We get a crate, so I can show you a crate, and we get a crystal, and then every time we get a crate, we also get a crystal. So I need to populate. So I think, well, I can populate here, and I get a discount of 1 to populate there. So it will only cost me 2 to populate there. 1, 2, and it's in range. So I play that there. So I get a crate and a crystal. I need to convert some of these crystals, really. And I think I will, because I'm going to open this up. So I have 3. So I'm going to convert crystal into a cog. And then I pay 3 cogs for this. Sorry, 4 cogs. So that's the 4 cogs. When I do that, I get 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get a crate for passing that. 2 crates. And I also get a crystal. And then this flips over. This is a chasm. And when anyone builds next to that chasm, they get 1 victory point and 1 crystal. Now, I think these large ones, to activate these for the end, so this would be 1 victory point per module in a slot on my board, and we need to populate those. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll pay 1 crystal to make a food. I'm 1 range away, so I pay 1 food. I'll populate it, and yeah, I'll open up this extra slot, which is on the side, so we can put another card in there. So that costs 3 books, and we populate that tile. So now I will get that reward at the end of the game. So we haven't played a lot of cards. We've only played 1 card up until this round, so that's pretty good. I should have really opened up this chasm because I have a building next to it, so I would have got another crystal when it opened, when I discovered it. But I do want to get over here, although I haven't put any buildings next to crystals yet, which I could do. Yeah, I could do. I'm going to play this card here. So I get 4 cogs. And do you know what? I think I'm going to put a large building here because this will get me lots of rewards. And I want to get my yellow marker moving. So I'm going to make a crystal into a cog. And then I'm going to, it's 1 away, but I'm going to use one of these to reduce that, so I don't have to pay any food to build there. And I'm going to build a large building there for 5. So that goes there. So all these green spaces activate. So the yellow space, I get 2 on my track. 1, 2. So this one opens up. Now this means I take an artifact. I haven't told you about artifacts. But artifacts, for a 1-player game, there are 6, 2 of each colour. And these will mean that these end of game scoring activates again. So at the moment, I'm hoping to do another of these. So I think it's a good idea to take one of these. So at the moment, I would score 2 points for this, but this means that I will score another 2 points. So that moves up 2, and we have 2 green spaces, which means green moves up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one opens up as well. Now this has a question mark, and this relates to these. So you can take one of these 3 options, and there is a populate option for -2 books. These are also activated by energy once they're put in. Just looking because there's a symbol I've forgotten. Oh, so this means I can move an unplayed card to the hibernation area. Interesting. You know what? I think I'm going to get that. And put that there. And that one gets replaced. So yeah, so we've moved up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this doesn't get opened yet. Right, so we've got those on the go. Now, I'm going to open a crate. The reason I haven't yet is because sometimes it replenishes energy. So I want to have used energy before I open these. So let us open this. It's 2 cogs. So I'll open the other one as well. And it's a crystal and 1 point. So I think I'm going to play this and do another. So I want to get over here to this. I also want to build next to crystals, to be honest with you, because you get 2 points per crystal you've built next to. So yes, I'm going to play this here. This moves up 1. So I'm going to play it for this action, but I get 1 book. So one of these comes off, and I get another energy. And now I can move the falcon 9 spaces. But I think I'm only going to move it a few spaces. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've landed on the grey, so I get 3 cogs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Now the falcon, as I said, I get a discount on all actions, and that includes explore action. So I can use 1, 2 of my crystals to do 1, 2 there, so I can actually explore there. So I'm just paying 2 books and a food to explore there, and I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I get another crate. And a card from the display. Do you know, I think, oh, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to open this crate. I get to move 1 track of any colour. I'll move the grey track up 1. So this gets activated. I quite like the idea of just being able to move up tracks. Tracks are quite important. Yeah, so I've done that. This gets flipped over. Do that. I think we'll use 1 energy to do that, and I will move the green track up 1. And this means this gets opened up. And I'm going to put this one in because it means I get more modules, and I want modules for end of game scoring. Right. So I've got a lot of cogs. Not a lot of food. I think I might use this. Let's use this to go here. So we get 1 food. Because I'm going to build here with a small building, which costs 3, 1, 2, 3, and a food because there's 1 distance from it, from my falcon. And then that activates, and I get another crate, and I get to move up on the green track by 1. I go open this crate. There you go. So we're getting an energy back. So I think I'll take it off there, and we get 1 victory point. Sometimes you score for crates, but that's not happening today. We want to explore here, so I think I will play this, and I'll play it here. It's a bit tight on space, but basically, because this is the same colour, we get to activate all of them again, so we get 3 food. So we pay 2 for that, and we get 1 victory point, which gives us an artifact. And I think we're still doing this. We haven't got any crystal buildings built next to crystals yet. Anyway, let's try and do that. This flips over. Oh, we get a card. What card do we want? This looks quite nice. Victory points and modules. And this flips over. We want to build next to that crystal. Yeah, that would be really good. We want to build here. That would be great. So as you can see, we're exploring out, and these turns are getting longer and longer. I have opened up this slot, so I could put a card there. We want more cogs. So I'm going to play this here, which use one of those, and I will put this here. So that activates, we get another cog. And we've got a switch and we've got energy to use. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to get another module. Which one do we want? I don't think I got that victory point. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Now we want to try and match colors so they all activate at the same time. I think we're going to want some books. So I'm going to put that there. Now we don't get that immediately because it doesn't have that symbol underneath, unfortunately. Now I think we will... Oh, it'd be so good to build a big building there. I think we might wait. I think we might hibernate. I'm going to hibernate. 1, 2. So we get all these cards. All these cards go back into the hibernation slot. Oh, I should have used that. Oh, I should have filled that as well. Oh dear. Put that there. So I would have done that. I'm just retconning a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to move that up. So these come back to the center. We didn't use our slot. Oh dear. I think I will get another module. And I think I'll put another book down here. Oh, I could put something up there though, couldn't I? I've got 2 yellow. Something yellow. Yeah, I think I will put that one there. So we do get another book. And we can change any of these if we want to. I don't think we will. What about these ones? Ooh, victory points. Those are the same, so we'll change that. Okay, I need to get some more artifacts. That's what I need to do. That's what I'm working towards here because this is an artifact. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Here. Oops. So I get cog, 2 more cogs, and a book. And I am going to build a big building. 5 and 1 food. So now, yeah, so because I've built a big building here, I get this crystal, but I get 2. And all the spaces, these activate twice. So I get 4 green, 1, 2, this one opens, 3, 4. And I get another artifact. So I'm going to take the orange artifacts because let's just think about this. I've got 2, 4, 6. So that's 3 points. Yeah, at the moment. So that's 4. I get 2 yellow. So 1, 2. So that's past here. So I get this. So, oh, and I get another energy. So this means I'll get 2 victory points for all the green cards I've got that aren't my starting cards at the end of the game. I've also got here, so this is activated, which is lovely. I'm now up to 16 points here. I get to put something in there. This is victory points as well, and I'm thinking about victory points now as we head towards the end part of the game. That's done. I need to populate this space because I'll get 3 victory points for that. So I need books. I need 4 books. Do you know what I could do? I could use this. So I'm going to go there. And I get a book and a victory point. And I get to use my tribe action. This moves up 1. And then I get to move my falcon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 spaces, but I don't need to do that. But I can move it 1, 2, 3, 4 onto that green space. And I get another 3 books, 1, 2, 3. And now I can populate the that large tile. And I can do any of these 3. Now this will give me energy, this victory points, and this a crate. I think I'm just going to go for the victory points, to be honest with you, and an artifact. So I'm populating there. So I get an artifact. So I'll take that one. And 2 victory points. 1, 2. And I've got a lot of books. Oh, I should have paid 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to play a card here. So I get food, a crystal, and a book. And now I'm going to build here. So it is 1 distance away, so it's 1 food. I'm going to build a small, so it's 1, and I'll use 2 crystals, 2, 3, to build here. So I get 1 crystal back because I built next to that crystal, and I get a move up on the grey track. I am going to hibernate, I think. I've got books. I could build that. Yeah, I've got so much of this as well. So I'm going to, I'm not going to hibernate. I'm going to get this, get one of these modules, put it there. I'm going to get a food and a victory point, which gives me another crate. I am going to open this crate. Gets me 2 food. I'm going to move up a track. Up the grey track. I'm going to go here. And I can do this 3 times. I can convert 2 crystals into 2 victory points. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bit early to do that, but I just fancy it. And then I'm going to hibernate. 1, 2. So I get these cards back. Got a lot of cards here now. A lot of cards. These cards go in here, but I won't be using them again. Didn't use my switch again. Get my energy back. My switch goes back up. I get to move up here. Now this means 1 of these goes out of the game, unfortunately, and I get another energy. And then I get to switch any cards or modules out. I'll swap that out. Ooh. Books into returning energy. I don't think I'll swap any of those out. Right. So I have got 2 card placements to go. Now I am going to do one of these. So I think I'll do this one. So I get a book. One of these. So I get to move my falcon. At this point, I think I might try and get cogs. So I want to go on dark brown. One of these. Yep, so I think I'll go there. I can move a million places. So I go there. And I get 3 cogs. 1, 2, 3. And then I think I'm going to open one of these up. So I'm going to explore there, and I get 1. I can pay 1 less because the falcon's next to it. So I'll pay 1 less food and 2 books. And I should have gone up. I'm sure I've missed that out. So I get 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get the last artifact. I get 1 card. I want green cards. So I will take, I get to play another green card for free. That's quite good. And this flips over. Oops. Now I want to build next to that crystal, if possible. So it wants to go that way. Yep. Yes, that's good. So building next to that crystal, I think I'll just do the small building. I need to pay 1 food for it and 3 cogs. I'll put that building, my last small building here, which activates that, so I get a crystal. Oops. And I get more energy. I'm just going to take another module, green. And I'm going to move a track up by 1. That'll be this, the grey one, which opens this up. Build. Discount of 2, that might be useful if I want to build again. Got 1 more building to make. So I'm going to play this, which is the last card I can play, and I get a book, and I get to play another green card, which is for free. And this side slot I can play either way up, so I'm going to play that, and I get 1 victory point and a slot, a module to put in a slot, which is kind of, doesn't really matter because I can't play any more cards. And I get 2 books and 1 gear. And then in this city, I am going to play this for 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't need to pay any food because it's next to a building. These don't activate with population, but I do get an artifact, which I don't get, and a crate. I'll open the crate. It's 1 victory point, and I get to return one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I'll return that, play it again, and take another one. Let's take that. Put that there. Place it. That's that crate. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just counting those because I get 1 point for 5, I think, at the end. I don't think I can do anything else. So I think that's the end of the game. Now I am aware, I feel like I've done okay in this game, but I feel like maybe I played some cards when I didn't move the time up. But forgive me if I didn't do that. That is one of the things I forget to do. So let's just do the end of game scoring. So, end of game scoring, the lowest visible points on the progress track, which is 22. So that's 52. Points unlocked on technologies on the tribe board. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So another 12. So that's 62, 64. Points from each large location where they have a population figure. So it's these 2. So I get 3 points per building next to crystals. So that's 3, 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is 1 point for each module. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 points. We're up to 80. No, 4 points. No, 2 points for each minor artifact. Oh no, we haven't got any of those. Oh, actually, we should have collected one of those because this one wanted an artifact and there wasn't one, so I get 2 points for that. 1 point for each 5 remaining resources. So we had 6, so we get 1 point. Points from the artifact card. So tribe effects. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just check that that's what it means. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Yeah. So that's 5, 10, 15. So that's 93, 98. Oops. And then every 2, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 5 points, 10, 15. So that's 113. And then this one, 2 points per crystal that I have a building note. So that's 2, 4, and then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's it. So I got 121, which is a regular victory. So I didn't do that well. But that's pretty good for me. I think I probably cheated a little bit in terms of I didn't acknowledge all the cards that I played, especially on one round where I felt like I played a lot of cards. But that's the basis of the game, probably with a couple of mistakes. Apologies if there are. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And please subscribe, like, and watch more of my videos. Okay, so from me, Matt, at The Plays the Thing, that's all. Thanks. Bye.